my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and I'm joined with my good friend, Matt.
Hi.
And Matt loves comics, or likes comics. Likes comics.
Matt likes comics.
And it's a YouTube channel that's going to launch soon. We are at, what is this called?
It's the Capital Comic Convention.
Capital Comic Book Convention. And we've got a great videographer behind us.
That's Dave from Kaboom Comics.
Hello.
And yeah, it's just a pretty cool convention. Lots of great stuff. I picked up some really cool books here. I'm going to show those later. And Matt's going to show some stuff.
I'm going to show some stuff on my channel that I picked up today.
And so yeah, so what did you think of the convention?
I liked it. There was a lot of good stuff there. I got a good Superboy off Dave here.
You should see the stack of books. Like, what did you pick up? Like what? Just
probably about 120.
120 books? Wow, isn't that crazy? 120 books. I didn't pick up that much, but I picked up a few good ones. But
yeah, we'll hope that you join us on our individual channels to see how we did today.
Yeah. And we'll have to do a live stream again together.
Yeah. And remember, I like comics, and I hope you do too.
Cool, that's a nice little slogan. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye.
Hello, my fellow comic book collectors. It's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and I'm at the Capital Comic Convention. Someday I'll get that. Someday I'll get it. Okay, and who am I joined with?
I'm Dave Martin. I am from Kaboom Comics.
As the shirt says.
Ta-da, boom.
And what kind of books do you mainly feature?
So mostly we focus in on gold and silver and bronze age books.
Okay.
That's the vibe that I
go for.
That I sit in.
Okay.
And well, because I'm old, right? And so that's where I kind of like to be. And like when growing up, this is what we were reading, and this is where it kind of pulled me in that way.
Okay.
Right. So.
So have you always been a dealer, or have you been a collector before?
No. For when I was a child, it was more along the lines of just absorption.
Okay.
Just absorbing as much as I possibly could for the books that I had at the time. Because of course, we were kids. 6 years old. You had a very limited. You get a quarter
it's like
for your allowance, and so you'd run to Max and you'd buy. Oh, and it's like, okay, I'll take this one today, right? Sort of thing.
So, what did you collect as a kid?
It started off with Thor. To be honest.
Oh, Thor. Okay, that's an interesting choice.
Yeah,
okay.
It started off with Thor, and the only reason it really started off with Thor was because I had the opportunity came that I could get 3 issues in a row.
Yeah, Thor's a pretty inexpensive title.
It wasn't, but it was a quarter.
Yeah.
And so when I bought the 3 of them, right, the 3 of them together, because I begged my mom for the extra 50 cents to be able to purchase it, because that was the whole story. And that kind of drew me in to doing that way. And then of course it spread to Spider-Man, Avengers, and of course you would see Batman, you would see Superman, you have all those characters. The other one that we really dug, as well as me and my brother, was Dial H for Hero.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah. We love the idea of they had all these different characters came up and had all these other strange ones.
Yeah, it's
some
cool
were cool, some were lame as hell.
It's the phone, and he basically dials whatever he dials, that becomes what he becomes.
Correct.
Yeah,
right?
It's really cool.
I always thought that was kind of cool, and you would get those in Adventure Comics. Right? You'd buy Adventure Comics, and they would always have that sub-story of Dial H for Heroes afterwards.
Wow.
So that was another one that was really kind of that stays in my brain.
How about now? Do you still collect, or?
I only buy Thor. Right? I still read the Thor storyline. I really like Danny Coates' what he's doing with it.
And did you get like the Journey into Mystery 83 or?
Oh, so It's the only one of my collection that I have a Journey into Mystery 83,
Okay.
but it's the one with the record.
Oh, it's like
It's
golden
one-
record.
the golden
reprint.
the golden record
Yeah, yeah,
reprint.
yeah, yeah.
Because I like my house.
It's an expensive book.
It's
I
an
get it.
expensive book, and I'm like, okay, well, I have to make a decision, right? Plus, when you become this, like when you decide to do this, I don't want to say that there's some of the innocence that's lost to it, but that's the truth. There's innocence that's lost to this, but I still love it just as much.
Yeah. Do you
Like
ever
when I-
find that people bring you those big books? Like-
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely. Like First Tomb of Dracula.
Yeah,
That's
Tomb
the
of
first
Dracula.
Dracula one. That's the first Wasp, right? Like
Wasp,
this
first
first Wasp
Blade.
that's signed by Stan Lee, right? Like they
First Poison
first Poison
Ivy.
Ivy, first Teen Titans, right? First Blade. Like people bring.
Those big books.
Oh yes, absolutely. It happens quite frequently.
Yeah.
The trick is that right.
Yeah.
The trick is that you need to. There's this sweet spot that you got to sit inside,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I try to sit inside that sweet spot all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Right? Right? But I
Yeah, yeah.
mean, like it's just like everything else in life.
So how have you found, like, right now we're in kind of a low market.
We are.
How do you find, like, the business in terms of maintaining?
Well, it's what it's classified as is a buyer's market.
Yeah,
It's a
definitely.
buyer's market, without
Yeah.
a doubt, right?
Yeah.
So because there are collections that are out there that people are buying up like
Yeah.
candy,
Yeah.
and it of course that drops the price of books
Okay.
quite a bit, significant. But on the other side, that also means that during the period of the past like 6 or 7 years, let's be honest, the movies have changed everything, and that caused this. It's not inflated. That's not the right word.
Yeah.
It's just the way
It
that
was-
the market.
well,
it was
it
just
was-
the way the market was.
It was the COVID inflation.
And it had that effect, right? I don't really like the word inflated, because inflated means that it's false, right?
Yeah.
And it wasn't false. It was really valued at that period of
Yeah,
time.
yeah,
It really
yeah.
had that value, but like everything else, it fluctuates, right? It's just life. This is
So
how it goes.
did you find that you might have bought some at the high point? And
Absolutely.
and then you're kind of like regretting that a little bit?
Not regretting, but did I buy at a higher point? Absolutely.
And
Everyone, all of us did.
And are a lot of dealers taking a loss with that, or what are they doing?
Some people are taking a loss. Other people are holding on to it, right?
Because they will come back.
Because
Eventually.
like the market will do this, and then it'll spike, but then it'll do this, but it'll never go back to where it was.
Yeah.
And then it'll go again. Like this
Yeah,
is
yeah.
it's
basic economics.
it's
actually.
basic economics, correct.
Yeah.
And does that on almost everything. You watch the stock market, you watch car values, you watch house values, you watch everything. Any form of commodity that you're trying to sell does exactly this pattern. It's just this moment in time, it's on a bit of a down curve.
Yeah.
And it's
But
it's expecting.
Were you a dealer in the 90s?
I was not a dealer in the 90s.
Okay. I was just
In the
curious.
90s, I was one of those guys that was buying like crazy though.
Yeah, me too.
Yes,
me too.
and we
yeah.
were buying 4 or 5 issues of the same
Yeah,
book.
yeah.
I
Because that was
guilty
that,
as charged.
That was the time, right? I
was.
remember like 96, you could buy things for pennies on the dollar.
Yes,
Yeah, it was, like,
correct.
crazy.
And then yes, because the '93 crash was
Brutal.
right?
Brutal.
And it was really their own making, right?
Yeah.
When you start printing 4 million of the same bloody book, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
Right?
It's crazy.
Accountants.
Well, so are there any books that you're chasing for your personal collection?
Well, an 83 would be one of them. That
Okay.
I'm always chasing for. First appearance of Zantana.
Okay.
Right?
That's Action Comics 1.
No. Oh, Zantana.
Oh, Zatanna.
So
Shatara is
Zantara.
her father.
So
Zatanna, yeah.
Zantana. So that would be
Hawkman 4.
Hawkman 4 is what
Yeah,
it would be.
yeah.
And I have a line on a couple of them, but
That's a good book.
Not ready to.
It's come down a bit.
Yes, it has.
Yeah.
Right. So this is where I was like, okay, well, it's a thought, but we have other things that are on the plate that
Yeah, you got to kind of balance.
you have to choose where you direct your resources.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So this is.
And do you ever sell anything from your PC or?
Absolutely. So this whole thing started.
As your PC?
Well, no.
No.
So I met my wife, and for the first 2 years, I hid my comic book collection.
Oh, because it's like.
Because it was at that time.
Yeah. What
I
kind
think
of person,
everybody can understand this
yeah.
comment. It was a faux pas to say that out loud. Right?
Yeah.
It
My wife
was
was
not,
when I first met her, she was like, "Sell it."
well, mine was more along the lines of one moment.
Are you with that guy?
Yes,
All right.
he's down there. Thank you. Right,
Yeah, so-
my wife was much more attuned to this. Anyways, she went, found my collection, and we had a conversation, and there was a lot of embarrassment. But anyways,
Yeah.
right? And then we cataloged them.
Okay.
And when we cataloged them, I found I had 3 boxes of doubles.
Oh, nice.
And we went to a Renfrew street sale, and I sold like a box and a half. And I was really, really happy.
Yeah, because it's cool. It shows that actually you knew what you were doing.
Fantastic. There's a box and a half going, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this lady walks up. I went for a short little walk. I come back, and Sarah is talking to this other lady, and she looks at me and she goes, "So maybe we should buy your stuff."
Oh, wow.
And I'm, what the hell?
You just got rid
Anyways,
of it.
and it literally, this has blown up from that little thing to
To a business.
this,
Yeah, that's
right?
nice.
Now we have the show stuff here, and then we have our warehouse as well.
Wow.
And so yeah, our warehouse is we're actually moving our warehouse is what we're doing. Yeah, we're moving our warehouse. We were in Carlton Place. We're moving to Franktown, and we'll be setting up.
And you opened up your warehouse like once a week or something.
It was
like that?
once a month, is what it
Once
was.
a month, okay.
Right, is what we did, and it will continue like that, maybe even twice. I don't know yet. We're still working it out. I've got to finish getting the walls up, getting everything done. And my goal is for a July.
Okay.
Am I going to hit that goal? Who knows? It all depends on time.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
2 weeks from now, we're in the East Coast for the East Coast Comic Con, and then 3 weeks from now, I think we're going to go to North Carolina.
Oh, really?
Right, yeah.
Now, is
Down
it
to
hard
here.
going to those with all the
We won't
books?
be, so to go to the East Coast, fine. To go to North Carolina, we're not setting up. We're just going to enjoy ourselves.
Oh, okay. Because I was thinking like lugging. I moved.
It is.
It's painful.
It's correct. It is.
Very painful.
Plus, it's also very difficult to get across the border
Yeah, imagine.
and to bring it back.
Yeah.
Right? It's easy enough to get there, but it's hard enough. It's harder to bring it back.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you got to pay customs on this or something. So,
There's
yeah.
all sorts of paperwork
Yeah,
and
yeah.
broker fees and all this stuff.
It's like
I'm
crazy. No, I hate that border.
And then at the beginning of July, there's the Montreal Comic Con.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm sure Matt will go to the Montreal Comic Con. You're not going to Montreal this time? All right.
Oh, so thank you.
Thank you very much.
It's good meeting you.
Nice talking with
And
I will be at Ottawa.
do a little pitch for your thing.
My little pitch.
Well, you do your pitch.
I do my
your
little
pitch.
pitch. So we're Kaboom Comics, Facebook, Kaboom Comics, KAHBOOMKOMICS.
I'll link
And
to it.
we
I'll
have,
link to it.
yep, we'll have a link to it. And we've got a book for pretty much everybody. I can take care of that. All right? Enjoy.
Bye, everyone.